Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wilmington High School Wildcat Football. My name is Tom Walsh, and it's my pleasure to be bringing you today's game between the Hornets of North Reading High School and our own Wilmington High Wildcats. Okay, we have a really nice day for a change here in North Reading. Last Friday night in North Andover, we had a horrible night, and Cats came away with a victory, 8-0, but the weather was not good. Today we have just a beautiful day. Okay, so North Reading will be kicking off, and Wildcats will be receiving. And Janetti and Diamato back deep to receive the kickoff. And it's a squibbler. That's going to go out of bounds, I think. It does. Let's see if they take it there. It went out of bounds at about the 23. And I think they're going to kick it again. So illegal procedure. Illegal procedure against North Reading, and it goes back to the 35 they'll kick it off from. This time he kicks down the middle. It's got to go to Banda. Banda running behind a wall. And Banda is taken down. Gets over the 40-yard line before he's taken down. And it's going to be spotted at about the 41.
The ball is placed on 41. First and 10 for the Wildcats.
Okay, we have Banda and Janetti behind Hiltz in the backfield, and Falanga is the wingback. Here's a pitch to Janetti. Janetti works inside, and he gets it up close to the 45. Okay, Matt Mangella, number 22, brings the play in. And Banda comes out. And Hiltz runs it around the left side, and he's taken down after a very short gain, if anything. Third down at about 7. Ball is right on the 45-yard line of Wilmington. Okay, Di Pasquale runs up to the ball, and his teammates follow. Okay, we have Banda and Janetti and Falanga again. Oh boy, that's going to be a penalty against Wilmington. They'll bring the ball back to the 40. Now it's 3rd and 11. Okay, Falanga splits to the near side. Hiltz back to pass. He's looking left. He throws out there, and it's incomplete. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So the Wildcats sputtering their first possession. And Genetti's back to punt. And North Reading's going to let it go, and it takes a Wilmington bounce. Makes a good bounce for Genetti. So let me see where they mark this thing. It's going to be at the, about the 12-yard line. So North Reading will have their first possession in the game here, starting from their own 12-yard line. Is a pitch, and ball carrier gets nothing. They've lost a little there. Eric Banda comes off the bottom.
Fritzson on the carry for the Hornets. Banda on the tackle. Last one.
That was Frithson on the carry. Chris Frithson is the tailback. Number 10, Tom Tone, is the quarterback for the North Reading Hornets. Again the handoff, and again the ball carrier gets a couple maybe, and there's a flag thrown. Holding call against North Reading.
Holding penalty on the Hornets.
You talk to Dave Diamato and Genetti, see what they come up with. No, they're talking to Diamato.
Hey, offense, move that ball. Hey, offense, move that ball. Hey, offense, move that ball. Hey, offense, move that ball.
Holding call, so they take it. Be 2nd down and 15. .6:45 left in the first quarter. There's no score here between Wilmington and North Reading. Okay, North Reading has 2 men split to the far side. Now Tome goes back into the shotgun. And he's looking downfield, goes for the bomb. And it's tipped away by Diamato and nearly caught on the tip. But it falls incomplete. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 18. Okay, we got a man split to the far side. This time Tome is under center. North Reading lines up on the eye, hand off to the first man through, and he gets a couple. And that'll bring up a 4th down. That was number 44 for North Reading, George Lopez. Okay, this time we have Quigley, Diamato, and Pat Heffernan back to receive the punt. Good punt that's being taken there at the 50. And here comes Diamato. Diamato runs it into North Reading territory up to about the 42, 43, somewhere around there. And we have a flag on the play.
Brought down by Richard Murphy and Richard Hill.
Holding call against Wilmington on the run back.
Holding call for Wildcats, 10 yards, plus a foul.
Okay, so it's from where he got tackled, I guess. So that'll bring it back into Wilmington territory at the Wilmington 48 or 49. 5:35 left in the first quarter. There's no score here between Wilmington and North Reading. Okay, Banda and Janetti in the backfield. And the handoff goes to Janetti, and he doesn't get much. So no game to play, 2nd and 10. Janetti comes out of the game. Let's see, Mangala joins Banda in the backfield. Hiltz with the handoff, and he gets a few. Okay, Banda gets it up to the 48 of North Reading. They're getting it down to the 41, so it's about 3rd down and 6. Now Janetti joins Banda in the backfield. Flanga's at the wingback. Hiltz keeps the ball, running himself, and he gets down close to the 1st down. He fell forward, and let me see where he gets it. That's real close, real close. We got to call a timeout and measure this. Okay, North Reading comes into this game with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. They have beaten Hamilton, Wyndham, and North Andover. And they lost to Newburyport and Ipswich. Okay, let's see how close they came to this thing. They got it. That's the 1st down. So Hiltz gets the 1st down, and Wildcats will have a 1st and 10 from the 41 of North Reading. 3:50 left in the first quarter. No score here between Wilmington and North Reading. Okay, Flanga splits to the far side this time. Banda and Mangala in the backfield. And there's a pitch to Mangala. Matt looking for a block, and he gets hit in the backfield and taken down. Good defense by North Reading. No gain there, and Mangala comes out and Janetti comes back in. There's a whistle, and that might be delay a game. It's against Wilmington. Ball foul, legal procedure. And this is what hurt Wilmington last week against North Andover. Penalties. And actually, the penalties, some of them were kind of strange, but they did commit a few on their own. Okay, so now we have a 2nd and 15 from the 46 of North Reading. And here's a pitch to Janetti. He's going to throw the ball. He's got a man there, but it's overthrown, pass intended for Falanga. Well covered by number 17. Spin Dalby on the coverage for North Reading. That'll bring up a 3rd and 15. Okay, O'Donnell brings the play in now. Third down, see if the Cats go to the air again. Hiltz keeps it. Now he's looking. Now he throws. Got a man there. Wide open. There goes Diamato. Diamato got the first down, and he gets away from one man, gets away from another man. He's gone. Touchdown, Dave Diamato. Great play. Hilty of nice faking, play faked, and then turned through to Diamato up in the left and had him wide open. So the Wildcats score at 1:58 left in the first quarter. Six nothing, Wilmington over North Reading. Okay, there's Janetti's point after attempt is up, and it is no good. Wide right.
No good. 6-0 Wildcats.
1:58 left in the first quarter. 6-0 Wilmington over North Reading. Okay, so the Wildcats get on the board first. Beautiful pass play from Hiltz to Diamato. I think that was 46 yards pass play, and Diamato was wide open, but he made a couple of nice moves and finally broke free for the touchdown run. Okay, Janetti kicking off. Gets one off right down the middle, and it's dropped there, picked up, and the ball carrier gets away. Still going, and he's finally brought down at about 45 of North Reading. Nice run back by number 33. That's Mitchner. Clint Mitchner. Well, we got a flag. Penalty. There's a push, and that's going to bring the ball back. I think that was right near the end of the play, too. From the point of the infraction, so it's way back. Now the flag is right at the 21-yard line, so it wasn't near the end of the play. It was right near the beginning. So that brings it all the way back to the 10 of North Reading, and that's where they will have their second possession from. 1:45 left in the first quarter. 6-0 Wilmington over North Reading. Dalby splits to the near side. Tom hands off. Ball carrier gets good yards, and he's finally taken on by Banda.
5-yard gain on the play by Nicole. Banda on the tackle. 2nd and 5 for the Hornets.
5-yard pickup, 2nd down and 5. Ball is at the 15 of North Reading. Tom with the handoff, and looked like Finnerty was right in on top of him. Kevin Finnerty was right there.
On the carry, there's a flag on the play.
And there's another flag. It's a hold against North Reading again. And Wildcats are... See, the officials are talking about where they're going to mark it off from. So that gets the ball down to about the 5 or 6. Maybe the 7. It's hard to tell with these. The sun is reflecting right off the field. But around the 5, so it's 2nd and 14. Tome back to pass. He rolls off to his right. Lets one go. He's got it. Nice catch. Eric, let me see. That was number 83. That was an excellent catch by the receiver there. He had to jump high for that ball. That was number 83, Murphy, Briston Murphy. And they're about a yard short of a first down. It's 3rd and 1. Ball is just short of the 20-yard line. And there's a movement in the backfield. North Reading back moved. And they're going to get caught on that one. Okay, illegal procedure, and they'll mark off 5 yards. So now they got a 3rd and 6. Okay, that's the end of the quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, the score is Wilmington 6 and North Reading nothing. This game has been played pretty evenly, except for that one big pass play that Wilmington had. And at 1:58 left in the first quarter, the Wildcats went ahead 6-0. Point out the touchdown was no good. So what we have here is one of the best offenses in the Cape Ann League, and North Reading against one of the stingiest defenses. North Reading has 79 points in 4 games, almost 20 points per game average. And the Wildcats have given up 47 points in 5 games for about 9.4 points per game average given up. Wildcats have scored 62 points in 5 games. That's for 12.4 points per game average. And I know the Wildcats would like to put a few more points on the board. Okay, 3rd down and 6 for North Reading. And again, Tome back to pass. He's being rushed, and he's taken down as a fumble, and North Reading recovers. Tome was back there and ready to unload a bomb, and he got nailed. So they'll bring up a 4th down.
Fumble recovered by Mike Stroh.
Fortunately for North Reading, they recovered their fumble, Tome's fumble. But Wildcats should have good field position here.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oma, hurry up.
So Punter will be punting from his own end zone. Punt is going to be taken there by Diamato. Diamato tries the right side and gets away from one man. Now he's still going. And Diamato gets up to about the 25. And there's a flag on the play, of course. Pushing it back by Wilmington on the run back.
Blocking in the back on the return. The 10-yard penalty for Wildcats.
So that brings the ball back to the 40-yard line, this side of the 40. 9:09 left in the first half. It's 6-0 Wilmington over North Reading. Okay, we have Janetti and Ben in the backfield. Falanga splits to the near side. Hiltz keeps the ball, runs it around the left side, being pursued, and he gets by that man and gets knocked out of bounds at about the 35 of North Reading. Josh Hiltz just tucked that ball and ran. It's a quarterback keeper the whole way.
Second and 6 for the Wildcats.
That's about a 5-yard pickup. I'd say it's about 2nd and 5. The ball is at the North Reading 36-yard line. Mangala joins band in the backfield this time. Handoff goes to Banda. Banda plows right over the middle and gets close to first down, but where they mark it here, he's going to be short of the first down, looks like. Maybe half a foot or so. Okay, Sean Quigley comes in. And Mike Janetti comes in and replaces Mangala. 3rd down and a yard. Ball is at the 29-yard line of North Reading. Handoff goes to Janetti, and he gets the first down. Michael gets over the 30-yard line down to about the 28. First down for the Cats at the 28-yard line of North Reading. And that's probably going to be the end of the period, the end of the quarter. Excuse me, it's 8 minutes left in the half. Six 0 Wilmington over North Reading. 7:45 left in the first half. Okay, Hiltz barking out commands at the line of scrimmage, and he hands off to Janetti. Janetti works his way through the line. Janetti all the way down to about inside the 10. Nice run by Michael Janetti. Got some good blocking, found a nice hole, and no flags in the play. It's down to about the 7-yard line of North Reading. Oh no, there is a flag on the play. For crying out loud. I didn't see any flag, but there it was. Sure enough. So that brings it up to the 32. Gosh, those flags, those penalties are just killing the Wildcats this year. Nice run by Michael. He's got to be disappointed about that. So now the ball's at the 32. And it's about 1st and 14 now. Hiltz, the handoff to Janetti again. Janetti gets inside the 30. Michael picks up about 3, so it's 2nd down and 11 from just inside the 30-yard line, right at the 29. 6:40 left in the first half. It's 6-0 Wilmington over North Reading. Hiltz with the end around to Mangala. He spins away from one man and gets taken down after a short gain. Matt got away from one guy, but couldn't get away from that last North Reading defender. So now they have a third down and about 11 from the 29. Let's see if Hiltz goes to the air here. Hiltz has thrown one pass, and that was a touchdown pass to D'Amato. And Genetti threw a pass on a quarterback option. Okay, here we go. Third down and about 11 from the 29 of North Reading. Hiltz is back to pass. He's got time. He lets it go. He's got a man there, but it's thrown low. Pass is intended for Banda, and it's incomplete.
Broken up by Chris Britton. 4th and 12.
He had Banda there, but thrown a little bit low, and now we got Genetti is hurt down on the field. I don't know what's wrong with Michael, but Michael is hurting. May have re-injured his shoulder. Michael missed a game because of he didn't miss a game, but he had very limited duty due to a shoulder injury. So with 5:30 left in the half, the score is Wilmington 6, North Reading nothing. And Michael goes to the sideline. Okay, the Wildcats have a fourth down and about 9 or 10. This time Mangello joins Band in the backfield. Falanga splits to the far side. And off goes right to Banda. Banda pushes his way through. Banda still going, and he gets out of bounds inside the 20 down to about the 18. Nice hard run by Eric Banda. And you have to check the field every time after every play to see if there's any yellow laundry on the field, but that time I don't see any. And what a good hard run by Banda. And wow, this is going to be close to the first down. Good hard run by Eric Banda. Broke through the line and straight-armed a couple of guys, and let's see if they get it. It was a fourth down play, so if you don't get it, the ball turns over on downs to North Reading. It's like he got it, first down, just by a couple of inches, and that's all you need. It's a game of inches. Okay, first down for the Cats at the North Reading 18. 5:22 left in the first half. It's 6-0 Wilmington over North Reading. Again, Genetti's still out of the lineup, and Minghella fills in for him. There's a pitch to Minghella. He's looking for a block. He hurdles over one man, and Matt gets down inside the 15. Okay, Minghella comes out, and our other speed merchant, Jepson, comes in, number 21. Second and 5 at the North Reading 13, it looks like. Okay, Falanga splits to the far side. Got Jepson and Banda in the backfield. There's a pitch to Jepson. He goes over right side. He's still going. There goes Mark Jepson, gets down to about the 5. He made a nice spin move there to avoid a tackler. And let me see if they got the first down.
First down, Wild.
Yep, they got a first down.
Brought down by Nick Murphy.
Let me see, and there's a timeout here, I think. So there's a timeout with 4:29 left in the half. Score is Wilmington 6, North Reading nothing, but the Cats are knocking on the door. Let me see. The ball is, Cats going to have a first and goal from about the North Reading 6. Mike Giannetti got hurt again. I don't know how seriously it is. But it takes a lot to keep Mike out of the game. Okay, first and goal from the 6 for the Cats. And Giannetti's back in the backfield. So Giannetti in the backfield with Banda. Handoff goes to Giannetti. He cuts back inside. And he's thrown down, but he got down inside the 5.
Giannetti on the carry. Brought down by Matt Cheney. The forward of North Reading defender.
So it's second down and goal from about the 4. Sean Quigley, number 80, is in the lineup now for the Cats.
Second and goal for Wildcats from the 4-yard line.
At left tight end. Falanga splits to the far side. Hiltz keeps it, and Banda plows his way in. Touchdown Wilmington. Banda from 4 yards out. Hiltz handed off to Banda, and he plowed his way right in. Kenny Brantley leading the way on the blocking. So with 3:33 left in the half, it's 12-0 Wilmington over North Reading. So the Wildcats just ground that one out. And they'll be going for 2 here, 2-point conversion. Hiltz looking, he's got 2 men in the end zone. He's got it, it's good. That's Giannetti, I believe. No, it's Banda. He had 2 men wide open in the end zone, and Banda jumped up and took it in. That makes it 14-0 Wilmington over North Reading. Okay, Giannetti will be kicking off after the 4-yard touchdown run by Eric Banda, and 2-point conversion was good. Hiltz throwing the 2-point conversion to Banda. And Janetti takes us all the way down to the 10. And ball carrier gets smothered there after a short run back. Number 21, I think, was on the run back. That was Chris Frithson on the run back, but he took it from about the 10 to his own 22 or 23. It's called the 23-yard line. 13-yard return by Frithson. Now North Reading down 14-0. They have men split to both sides. Handoff, and ball carrier gets a couple. Somebody from the Wildcats came screaming in there. Okay, again, same setup. They have two men split to each side. And this time, Tome back to pass. He's got a lot of pressure, and ball is dropped. Man had it, number 21. That's Frithson, I think. That was Chris Frithson, but I think he heard Banda's footsteps. Pass was there, but he just dropped it. That'll bring up a third down and 9. Again, Tome back to pass. Again, he's being pressured. Again, he gets taken down and is fumbled. And let me see if they was down or not. No, it's a fumble. It's Wildcat ball, I think they said. And I think that was number 78. That was Kevin Finnerty on the fumble recovery. Big play by the Cats. They put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, Tome, and made him cough it up. Tom Tone. And Kevin Finnerty recovered it at the North Reading 18. So the Cats will have a 1st and 10 from the 18 of North Reading. Okay, Quigley is in a tight end for the Cats. Handoff goes to Janetti, Mangella. And he picks up a yard or so. 14-0, Wilmington over North Reading. And that's the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left in the half.
2-minute warning.
Scoring, Wildcats scored first with 1:58 left in the first quarter. And then they scored with 3:33 left here in the second quarter. Okay, Janetti and Banda in the backfield behind Hiltz. And off to Banda again. No, I'm sorry. Wow. Good fake, because it faked me out, and it was fake to Banda and went over to Janetti. And it's a timeout Wildcats. Short pickup by Janetti, and its ball is spotted at the 15-yard line of North Reading. And I'll bring up a third and about 6. So the Cats scored. Diamato took a nice pass from Josh Hiltz and ran it 46 yards at 1:58 left in the first quarter, made it 6-0. The point after was no good. Then with 3:33 left in the first half, Eric Banda ran it in from 4 yards out. The 2-point conversion was good. Hiltz to Banda. And that's the score we have right now with 2 minutes left in the first half. 14-0 Wilmington over North Reading. Hiltz keeps the ball, runs around the right side. He's got room. And suddenly North Reading came up quickly and to defend on the play, but Josh Hiltz fighting hard for yardage. Gets it down to, let me see, about the 14-yard line. And the Cats call another timeout. So bring up a 4th and 6 for Wilmington. Ball is at the 14-yard line of North Reading. There's 1:42 left in the first half. Quarterback for North Reading is Tom Tone. North Reading's starting quarterback for the season got hurt in the Newburyport game. I guess he broke his jaw and he's out for the year. That was can't find his name right now, but he's out for the year. Matt James. So Tone seems to be doing a pretty good job. Okay, now the Cats in the power I with Banda. And Hill's back to pass. He's got Banda. Oh, gee, he had him. And no, excuse me, that was Diamato. Diamato was in there, and it was goes no good. So that'll bring up a first down for North Reading. Again, Hiltz had his man open. Threw a little bit ahead of intended receiver, and it was no good. I think it was Diamato. So North Reading takes over at their own 14-yard line. It's a handoff, and ball carrier gets pretty good yardage. That was Frisson on the draw. Clock is running with 1:17 left in the first half. 14-0 Wilmington over North Reading. Pick up about 8 by Frisson. It's second down and 2. Hand off, and the ball carrier doesn't get much at all, if anything. And people screaming for a timeout, and I think it's timeout called. Charge to North Reading. We're being attacked by Hornets up here. Now I know why they call themselves the Hornets. North Reading Hornets. North Reading Hornets. No gain, so it's third down and 2. Under a minute left in the first half, 52 seconds showing on the scoreboard clock. So far, the Wildcats have been able to shut out North Reading. And like I said, North Reading has a very powerful offense. They averaged just under 20 points per game in 4 games. Last week, they had a bye. They didn't play. I don't know if that's hurt them a little bit. And Tone rolls out, and he keeps the ball, and came right up, and Hiltz came right up and got him. Hiltz broke away from the blocker there and shot right in there and got him at about the 20-yard line. Good play by Josh Hiltz. So I'll bring up a 4th and about 3. So North Reading looked like it was they had a good play going there, but Hiltz just shot in, broke away from his man, and
Ladies and gentlemen, halftime.
got to him.
Watch a production by the Wilmington Marching Band and the North Reading Company.
Okay, 4th down. They're in punt formation. Diamato back to receive the punt. The Cats are lined up on the right side. Look like they're looking for a block. They're coming after him. They got it. They got it. And this is going to be down. Is it a touchdown? Touchdown. The Wildcats lined up on the right side, and they just stormed right in on the punter and got him. And let me see who that was. I would think that was Coughlin, I think, Jeff Coughlin. There was no doubt that they were coming after him. And there was 3 of them that had a clear aisle right at the punter. And he didn't have a prayer of getting that thing off. Punt was blocked and run in. I think it was Jeff Coughlin. 28 seconds left in the half, and it's 20-0 Wilmington over North Reading.
Timeout Wildcats.
Okay, so that was a big play there by the Cats. I believe it was from about the 14-yard line, but it was a block punt. Okay, Genetti's going to try the extra point. This one is no good also.
Kick is no good. Score remains 20-0 Wildcats.
But the Cats scoring a quick score here on North Reading, and blocking the punt and running at the punt, blocking the punt, picking it up and running again with 28 seconds left. Point out the touchdown is no good. And I believe it was Coughlin, Jeff Coughlin. That's something the Wildcats have worked on too, is going in after the block punts, and that time it just worked perfectly. You could see them all lined up there on the right side, and they were as hungry as bears over there. They were just dying to get at that pigskin. And it worked. 20-0. Wilmington over North Reading. 28 seconds left in this first half. Janae gets a high kickoff. It's going to be taken by one of the up men. And he breaks off to the right side, and he's taken down at about the 26 or 27 by Matt Sinesi.
Brought down by number 40, Sinesi. Ball was brought on the Hornet 27, first and 10, and 21 seconds remaining.
Okay, so the North Reading Hornets will take over on downs at their own 27. And there's 21 seconds showing on the scoreboard clock left in the first half here. We got a 20-0 ball game. Wilmington over North Reading. Man in motion coming at us. That's Friths, and Tone back to pass. He lets it go, and it is, oh boy, another one tipped by the Wildcats and nearly caught there by North Reading. Pass was intended for Mitchner, I believe. No, it's number 83. Briston Murphy was the intended receiver. 17 seconds showing on the clock. Kevin Finity comes out of the game. North Reading has two men split to the top of your screen. Tone again back to pass, but it's a draw play, and the ball carrier gets away from the first two guys, but he's taken down by Banda and Joseph Reno for the Cats. And that's the end of the half. So at halftime, the score is Wilmington 20, North Reading nothing. See if we can get a shot at the scoreboard now. 20-0 Wilmington over the North Reading Hornets. And the Wildcats made a few mistakes, but they came up with a big play when they needed to. So at halftime, the score is Wilmington 20, North Reading nothing. Yeah, they did.
That's pretty neat. Hey, you know, no chance of getting hurt in this. Last year I broke my arm in Wilmington. This year I broke my jaw.
Okay, welcome back for our second half action. Score here at halftime is Wilmington 20 and North Reading nothing. North Reading will be receiving the ball to start off the second half. And the scoring is Diamato scored on a 46-yard pass from Hiltz. Banda scored a 4-yard run. And block punt and a pickup, I think, by Jeff Coughlin was the final score for the Wildcats in the first half. Here's the kickoff by Giannetti. He lets it right down the middle. It's taken there at about the 6-yard line. And ball carrier breaks loose momentarily, but then he's brought to the ground. Jeff Coughlin, Matt Sadesi, and Andy Flanga on the stop. That was just a great halftime performance by the Wilmington High Marching Band. A beautiful day here in North Reading. They really sounded super. Okay, first and 10 for North Reading from their own 28. Tone with the inside handoff, and the ball carrier loses yardage. Loss of about 3, back to the 21.
Brought down by Banda in the backfield.
Ready? Go! We want a victory! Let's go! Fight!
Okay, we'll call it a 2-yard loss. Second down and 12 from the 21.
Fight! Win!
Excuse me, the 26-yard line of North Reading. Man in motion coming at us. Tone with the pitch. And the running back gets good running room there and finally brought down. Boy, I can't believe there's no flags there. It sure looked like there was some illegal blocking going on there, but I don't see anything. And it's all the way down to the Wilmington 41-yard line. That was number 44. George Lopez on the carry, took a pitch and took off. Okay, we got men split to both sides for North Reading. Tone pitches again, and this time Kenny Brantley's right there to bring him down with a little help from his friends. Brantley went right into the backfield and got his man. So that's about a 5-yard loss, 4 or 5-yard loss. Second down and 15 from the Wilmington 46. Tone back to pass. Lets it go. He's got his man there. It's dropped. Vitoli was the intended receiver, but he bobbled it and dropped it. And he wouldn't have got much of a gain anyhow, so it's third down and 15.
Once again, on the 50-50 raffle, number is 897802. You can pick up your prize in 6 seconds.
Tone again back to pass. He's being rushed. A little screen going on here. And it's completed, but man was right there. That's John April. Jonathan April right there. Bring up a 4th down and 15. Maybe make a 4th down and 14. They got a yard out of that. This ball is at the Wilmington 45. Heffernan, Diamato, and Quigley back to receive the punt. It's a line driver, and it's taken there by Diamato. David is taken down after a short run. Well, they're still trying to get him down, but finally they bring the hitman down. So the Cats will have their first possession here in the second half.
Third by Romano, brought down by Carroll and Murray.
We'll have a 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 25-yard line.
7:11 left in the third quarter. Score is Wilmington 20, North Reading nothing. Giannetti and Banda in the backfield behind Hiltz. Falanga splits to the far side. Hiltz back to pass. Hiltz got all the time in the world. He lets it go. It's complete there to number 19. That's O'Donnell, Jimmy O'Donnell on the reception. Gosh, Hiltz had all kinds of time, and boy, he took advantage of it. And Jimmy O'Donnell on the reception. Nicely thrown pass and a nicely caught ball by Jimmy O'Donnell, who gets it up close to the 50-yard line. We'll call it 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 49. The Wildcats passing the ball, open up the second half. Maybe they'll do that a little bit more. And no, it goes to Hiltz, keeps the ball. Looks like there was a broken play there, and Hiltz falls forward for a couple. Looks like a broken play. Something happened there, and Josh kept the ball and still managed to pick up 2, so it's 2nd down and 8. Okay, Mangala comes out, and Giannetti comes in with the play. Hiltz back to pass again. Throws long. Got a man there. It's dropped. He had O'Donnell again right at the 25-yard line. And pass was there, but O'Donnell dropped it, and it goes as an incomplete pass. Josh Hiltz with some time back there, lots of time. And he's making good use of it. Third down and about 8 for the Cats. And there goes Falanga. And he gets up over the first down marker. That's a first down for the Cats. He gets up into the Hornets' 37-yard line. The Wildcats mixing it up here and moving the ball very well in this drive. And Josh Hiltz has had time to pass the ball. And that's making the difference here. So the Hornets have got to watch the pass. And there's a breakaway by Banda. Banda gets it up to the 30-yard line, to pick up of about 7. He gets it to the 31 of, just short of the 30-yard line, let's call it, of North Reading. It'll be 2nd down and about 3 or 4. We'll call it a long 3 or short 4. Hiltz with the handoff and a flag thrown.
Flag on the play.
Handoff went to Giannetti, but the flag was thrown. And it's a hold against the Wildcats. It's a 10-yard penalty. That'll bring it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Holding on the Wildcats. 10-yard
4:37 left in the third quarter. It's 20-0 Wilmington over North Reading. And now the Cats have a second down and about 12. Second down and about 12 or 13. Hiltz back to pass. All the time in the world again, and this time he throws it low and nearly intercepted pass intended for Sean Quigley. That was one Josh probably should not have thrown. Quigley was well defended, and the ball was thrown low, so nobody could get at it, but that'll bring up a third down and 13. Quigley and Mangella come into the game. Mangella relays the play to Hiltz, and Josh Hiltz tells his team what the play is from the bench. Eric Banda comes out for a well-deserved rest. This time we got Giannetti and Mangella in the backfield. And Hiltz again rolls out, gets away from one man. Looking, throwing, he got his man. And that's enough for first down. Let's see who that is. That's Sean Quigley on the reception. Sean Quigley got his one in, and that's a first down. So Hiltz is showing his strong arm. It's really the first time this year that he's had some time back there to throw the ball. That time he did have some pressure, but he managed to elude the rush by North Reading and fired the ball down the right sideline and caught Sean Quigley, number 80, for a first down. So the Cats have a 1st and 10 from the North Reading 24-yard line. 3:45 left in the third quarter. 20-0 Wilmington over North Reading. Okay, Banda's back in the backfield with Giannetti. And Josh keeps the ball, running it himself. He's got a little room, and he dives for extra yardage, and he gets up close to the 10-yard line, down about the 10, 11 or 12-yard line. That's a first down by Josh Hiltz. Hiltz doing a great job of evading tacklers. He
1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Hornet 12-yard line.
North Reading had a couple of guys in the backfield, but Josh Hiltz very elusive in that backfield, and he can run. He's very quick. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Cats from the North Reading 12-yard line. Mangella and Giannetti in the backfield. There's a pitch to Mangella, looking for a block. He goes to the right side, cuts back inside, and Matt makes a nice run down inside the 5-yard line. Down about the 2. Matt Mangella showing his blazing speed. Had those crazy legs going, and he gets it all the way down to the 3-yard line, I believe. I say it's a 2, so it's a 1st and goal from the 2. So this has been a real team effort here today. The Wildcats changing their running backs often, and they're all doing a good job. Okay, this time we have Giannetti and Banda in the backfield behind Hiltz. 1st and goal from the 2. Hand off to Giannetti. He puts his head down and looks like he came up short. And now the referee's talking to Mike. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, he picked up about a yard, so it's 2nd and goal from the 1. This time Mangella splits to the far side. Again, it's Giannetti and Banda in the backfield behind Hiltz. Hiltz, he hands it to Banda. He plows forward for the touchdown. Wildcats get on the board again. Eric Banda from 1 yard out. 2nd touchdown of the day for Banda. At 1:37, the Wildcats score again. And Giannetti will attempt the point after. Mike has not had good luck on the point after attempts today. And this one is good. Well, Michael gets that one through the uprights.
That makes the score 27-0.
And now it's 27-0 Wilmington over North Reading.
Ladies and gentlemen, help support the North Reading Youth Football Organization and the North Reading Touchdown Club. Get tickets to the annual North Reading Football Game. It will be held Friday, October 23rd at the Thompson Country Club. The DJ will be Bob Games, and there will be a prize awarded to the oldest football memorabilia. It is $20 per person and $35 per couple. For information, call 664-3833. Once again, for information on the gift, call 664-3833.
So the Wildcats showing it with just an excellent drive that time. I think that was the best drive they had all year, seriously. They mixed up their plays very well, and both passing and running plays clicks for them this time. Big pass plays to Quigley and O'Donnell, and hard running by Hiltz and Banda and Giannetti. And here's a kickoff. It's taken down at about the 12-yard line by North Reading. North Reading runner tries the left side, and he's taken down. And there's another flag.
Checking on the quick mixture on the return, flag on the play.
See what's going on here. Personal foul against Wilmington, I guess, on that tackle. Okay, first and 10 for North Reading at the Wilmington 48-yard line after that penalty. Pass over the middle, and it's incomplete, thrown behind the intended receiver. Pass was intended for Bonfanti, number 9. Okay, now North Reading has two men split to the near side, and they have quarterback in the shotgun. And he's back to pass. He's got time this time. Lets it go. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Wildcats. That's a good one, and that's Dave Diamato. Diamato with a pass interception. He's done that a few times this year. So the Cats will take over right at their own 25-yard line. 1:12 left in the third quarter. North Reading doing everything they can to get something going, but everything they've tried has backfired on them. 27-0 Wilmington over North Reading with 1:12 left here in the third quarter. Inside handoff, and that play goes nowhere. That was Falanga on the carry. Second down and 10 for the Cats. Okay, Heffernan splits to the far side. And there's a pitch to Giannetti. Giannetti looking for running room, and he's taken down on the Wilmington sideline. Pickup of about 6. The ball is marked on about the 31 of Wilmington. Be a third down and about 3. And that's the end of the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, the score is Wilmington 27 and North Reading nothing. Wildcats doing what they wanted to do is put some points on the board. And boy, they've done that today. Okay, third down and 3, opening up the fourth and final quarter here for the Cats. There's a keeper, and Hiltz gets caught behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. So that'll bring up a 4th down for the Cats. And they'll have to punt. I think this is the only second time they've punted today. They punted after their first possession, I believe, and they've been able to move the ball pretty well against North Reading since then. So the ball is at the Wilmington 28 or 29 yard line. And now Wilmington's got to take a timeout. For some reason, there was some confusion.
Timeout Wildcat.
I guess they were missing a player. Yeah, there's only 10 guys out there, so here comes our 11th guy. Fourth and about 6 for the Cats, and Mike Giannetti back to punt. High punt, and it's going to be taken there by Frithson, and he fumbles it and taken down after a very short gain. Good high punt by Michael, gave his teammates plenty of time to get down there and smother that punt returner. And he didn't help things by dropping the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't checked out this week's transcript, pick up a copy. It is the point, tri-captain, half-mile, a leader goes on and off the field.
First and 10 for North Reading at their own 42. And now we have another whistle. And timeout Wilmington again. Somebody else was not out there.
Timeout Wildcat.
Last week, Mike Giannetti had a real big game against North Andover. Mike rushed for 101 yards. He carried the ball 16 times. And he also rushed for a 2-point conversion, so he had a big game against North Andover. And the Cats outrushed North Andover 185 to 52. Just completely dominated the game. They only were able to score once and get the 2-point conversion, but they really dominated North Andover. And there's a handoff, and the ball carrier gets dragged down by Wilmington. Parker on the tackle. That's Keith Parker, number 88. Loss, and it's second down. Loss of 4, so it's second down and 14 now. Keith Parker coming in from his left defensive end position. Okay, now the quarterback is rolling out, looking, throws it, and what a nice defensive play by Mike Giannetti. Beauty. Mike Giannetti might be playing hurt, but he doesn't look like it. He just dove for that ball and kept it from being caught by the North Reading receiver. Just terrific play by Mike Giannetti. Third down and 14 on that pass incompletion. Okay, they're in the shotgun, and they got men split to both sides, and then I got a man in motion. That's Frithson. And the pass goes out to Frithson, and they smelled that one out pretty good, too. He just about got back to the line of scrimmage, I think. Oh, no, he picked up 5 yards. I'm sorry. And there is a flag on the play. Looks like it's, I don't know who it's against. They're calling Mike Giannetti over. And they're going to wave off the flag. No flag.
No flag on the flag.
Okay, we got, I guess it's 8:17 on the clock, showing in the fourth quarter. 27-0 Wilmington over North Reading. It's a 4th and 10, so Frithson did pick up 4 yards on that last pass play. And Quigley drops back in the single punt return formation. And that's a good punt. That goes sailing over Quigley's head. And that's going to be, it went into the end zone just barely. Boy, I thought they had a chance of downing it down inside the 5-yard line. But it did manage to, yeah, that was a terrific punt. Just went sailing over Quigley's head. He just stood there and admired it. But the Cats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. Wilmington has dominated this game from the beginning. And it's 27-0, 7:43 left in the game. Okay, Heffernan splits to the near side. Let's see, we got Coughlin at quarterback. And there's a pitch to Bobby French, number 33. Bobby French breaks away. Bobby French still on his feet. Nice run by Bobby. Bobby gets a first down out of this thing. Linebackers for North Reading were creeping up, and Coughlin did a nice job of getting the ball from his center and getting it to, pitching it to Bobby French, and Bobby took off like a bat out of you-know-where for the left sideline and got it all the way up to the 34-yard line, where it's a 1st and 10 for the Cats. So it's French and Jepson in the backfield, along with Coughlin. It's time to hand off to Jepson. Jepson trying to follow his blockers, but there was sort of a log jam there, so very short yardage for Mark Jepson. Okay, I think that's Rob Rogers playing center now for the Cats. I got French and Jepson again. And Heffernan is in the slot. Handoff goes to Jepson, and he falls forward over the 40-yard line.
Carry by number 21. Switching up over the top of the stop.
So I'll bring up a third down and about 3. Ball's at the 41 of Wilmington. They got to get up to the 44. Jeff Coughlin in there in place of Josh Hiltz, who did just an outstanding job today. Pitch goes to French again. He tries the left side, and Bobby falls forward, and he picks up a yard maybe. That'll bring up a 4th and 1. Okay, they need 1 yard. You have French and Jepson in the backfield behind Coughlin. See if Jeff keeps the ball. No, he pitches to Jepson, and Jepson falls forward. He got it. If they give him the spot, he's fell forward right to the 45-yard line. That should be enough. That's a first down for the Cats.
Carry by number 21. First down.
So our younger running backs are doing a good job out there.
The ball is brought on 46-yard line.
And now Hubby and Brantley come out, and they deserve some accolades because they did a great job out there. Kenny Brantley doing a great job on both defense and offense. And Coughlin keeps the ball, and it cuts back inside. Jeff Coughlin, a nice little run, picks up about 8 or 9. And they're playing that tune again, folks. Hey, baby, the one Coach Almeida loves to hear. Second and about 2. We'll give Jeff about 8 yards in that carry. And there's the pitch to Jepson. Mark Jepson gets a break. Mark Jepson picks up good yards, and there's a flag on the play. And it's going to be another holding call, of course. So that gets the ball all the way back to the 39-yard line of Wilmington. Second down and about 16 now. Coughlin with the handoff to French. Bobby breaks it over the left side. There goes Bobby French. That's a Ross race. Bobby French still going. Bobby French all the way in. Wow, what a great run by Bobby French. Oh, gosh, that was fabulous. What a great run by Bobby French. Wildcats line opened a huge hole in the left side, and Bobby just outraced everybody. And away he went, baby. Into the promised land goes Bobby French. That makes it 33-0. Point after attempt is up, and it is good.
Kick it good, make it 34 to nothing.
34 to nothing with... I don't know how much time is left on that clock, but wow, what a great run by Bobby French. So this one is going to definitely add some offensive statistics to the Wildcats. I don't know how far back that was. That was a long-way run from Bobby French, probably around 60 yards or so. I think it was 62. I think it was started off from his own 38 or 39. Okay, let's call it a 61-yard run by Bobby French. And that really was an exciting play, and that a lot of the Wildcats JV players were in that time. Okay, Mike Janae all set to kick off after that really exciting run by Bobby French. And this one's going to be taken by number 83. And he's got some running room, looking for a block. And finally taken down. Nice run back by number 83. Mike Janae, the kickoff man, brought him down. Let's see, number 83 is Preston Murphy. Okay, 1st and 10 for North Reading from their own 48-yard line. And there's a flag, and I think they're going to call too many on the field, too many men on the field props against Wilmington. Illegal procedure. I believe they had a man running off the field and he didn't get off in time. I think that's what it was. So it's 1st and 5 now for North Reading. Home drops back to pass. Lets it go. Was nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted by number 31 for the Cats. Ryan Maroney. Okay, 2nd down and 5 from the Wilmington 47. Tone again back to pass. Again, he's being pressured. He gets away, and then he gets tripped up, falls over his own man. Oh. Wildcats are still putting pressure on Tom Tone, the quarterback for North Reading. That was Justin Camarada, number 60, in on the stop. So now it's a 3rd down and about 12 from the 45-yard line of North Reading. And now we have another whistle. And that's a 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the game. And Wildcats just exploding here for 34 points.
2-minute warning.
And the score with 2 minutes left in the ball game, it's 34 to nothing. Wilmington over North Reading. Again, Tone back to pass. He's being rushed. His little screen pass is no good. Wildcats putting lots of pressure on Tone, Tom Tone, the quarterback. And that'll bring up a 4th down. And North Reading with 4th down, they're gonna go for it. And they're in the shotgun, North Reading is. And Tone lets a bomb go, and it is caught there. Caught at inside the 30-yard line by Murphy, Kristen Murphy on the reception. Tone threw a bomb there. So that brings up a 1st down for North Reading at the Wilmington 27. Again, North Reading out of the shotgun. And Tone looking, throws it, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Wildcats. Another big interception to stop a drive, and let me see, that's
intercepted by
Campbell, Andy Campbell on the reception, on the interception. Andrew Campbell, number 42, comes up with the interception, and that puts a stop to that drive. So the Wildcats will take over on their own 20-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, come back next week at 11 o'clock to see the Hornets take on the Captains of Kentucky.
Okay, 1:22 left in the ball game. It's 34-0 Wilmington over North Reading. And we have another quarterback, and David Truera. And handoff, and the ball carrier picks up good yardage. Ryan Maroney, I believe, was the ball carrier, number 31. David Truera. He's the new quarterback for the Cats. Okay, Pat Heffernan splits to the near side. Wow, the North Reading lineman just did a swan dive right over the line, right at Truera, and there is a penalty flag thrown. I don't know what the heck he was thinking about. Offside against North Reading. He just complete frustration on the part of North Reading. He just went at him like he was a pro wrestler, dove on top of him. North Reading is very, very much disappointed in their play. Oh boy, okay, that's going to be a penalty against Wilmington, I believe. One of our guys jumped the gun. 28 seconds left in the game. 34-0 Wilmington over North Reading.
Cross out of the Wildcat. Brings it back. Makes it 2nd and 6 from 25.
Okay, the penalty brings it back to the 25, and it's 2nd down and 6 now. Cats got to get up to the 31-yard line. They're just over the 25 right now. The ball's sitting there. And ball carrier picks up short yardage, and that should do it for the game.
That's it for the game. Final score. Wilmington 34, the Hornets 0.
34-0, the final score here at North Reading. The Wildcats are triumphant over the North Reading Hornets. And I see Mike Giannetti there holding his shoulder again. That's not a good sign. Holding his right shoulder, but I hope Mike is going to be okay. Mike had another great game today, but it was truly a team effort because the Wildcats did a terrific job on offense and defense, and the offense opened up their game a little bit. Josh Hiltz was able to pass the ball, had time to pass the ball, and he did a good job, and his receivers took the ball in. To wrap up the scoring, the first score by the Wildcats was with 1:58 left in the first quarter. A 46-yard pass from Hiltz to Diamato. Dave made some real good moves to get into the end zone. And point after was no good. That made it 6-0. And then with 3:33 left in the second quarter, we had a 4-yard run by Banda. 2-point conversion pass from Hiltz to Banda made it 14-0. And then a great play on a blocked punt. And I believe it was Jeff Coughlin ran it into the end zone. I'm not sure who blocked it, but and the point after, he ran it in for a touchdown. Made it 20-0. The point after was no good. The second half, it was a 1-yard run by Banda at 1:37 left in the third quarter. Point after TD, point after touchdown was good. That made it 27-0. And then with 2:57 left in the game, a really terrific 61-yard run by Bobby French. Topped the scoring, and that was it. The point after was good, and it made it 34-0. So just a tremendous effort by the Wildcats here. And like I said, they really wanted to put some points on the board this time. They've been moving the ball well against their opponents, but they just hadn't been clicking on all 8 cylinders. And boy, they clicked on all 8 cylinders today. They were on overdrive most of the day, and they managed to put 34 points up on the board. And again, the strong Wilmington defense just shut the Hornets right down. So I think as number 10, Jeff Coughlin is leading the cheers today, and Jeff had a great game too on defense and on offense. Got to play quarterback a little bit. So Wildcats have enjoyed it, and then, as is their custom now, they invited the cheerleaders and the band out there to celebrate their victory with them. Okay, for Chris Cassidy, this is Tom Walsh. The final time, the score here at North Reading is Wilmington 34 and North Reading nothing. The next game for the Cats is Hamilton Wyndham at home. That's next Saturday at 1:30. That's the 24th of October. That, I believe, that is homecoming. So hopefully we'll have a nice big turnout there. Town folk will come out and root this team on now. We have a 4-2 record, and they demonstrated that they had a really good team today as they shut out North Reading 34-0. Okay, for Chris Cassidy, this is Tom Walsh saying we'll see you next time on Wildcat Football. Bye for now.